Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now, your #1 source for tips, tricks, and everything you need to know for Fantasy Premier League football. Today we're going to be going over some knee-jerk reactions for Game Week 7. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 10 likes, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new. Let's get into the video. So, starting things off, what I usually do with these knee-jerk reactions is go over the 5 most transferred in players this week, just simply because returns and points they get in the last game week. And we also go over the 5 most transferred out players because of injuries, suspensions, or just because they have a really bad run of fixtures coming up. So we're going to start off, like I said, with the top 5 most transferred. And surprise, surprise, we have Saar in the #1 spot, already brought in by over 100,000 people. Saar is just shooting up the ranks in FPL this season, getting another return yesterday, getting 2 bonus points as well, and his fixtures aren't that bad. Like, he has Leeds away next, which I think he can definitely get a return against. Then it's Liverpool at home, but they did just concede 3 against Brentford, so I wouldn't even say that that's off the cards that Saar gets a return in that game. But then he has Everton, Southampton, and Arsenal, all decent games as well where he could easily get a return. Does get a little bit worse after that, obviously having United, Leicester, Chelsea, then City, so people will probably be jumping off Saar around those. But then after that, he has Brentford, Burnley, Crystal Palace, Wolves, West Ham, Tottenham. Like, the fixtures go really, really well from game week 16 to game week 23. So yeah, Saar is definitely a player that, I mean, if you don't already have him, I would still probably bring him in because he's just so cheap and he's on pens and he's just really, really good player. And he's just always going to start for Watford. Like, his minutes just aren't a problem. They're never going to be an issue. I'd obviously just be wary of the Liverpool fixture. Like, I think he'll get something at Leeds, but Liverpool is going to be a little bit more difficult. But yeah, Saar, a lot of people are bringing him in, and like, why wouldn't you? He's already got 39 points so far this season. Really, really good midfield option. Yeah, I understand why a lot of people are bringing him in. Antonio, again, scored. I mean, literally very, very late on, picked up a yellow card earlier when I was like, oh, he's just going to get 1 point again. I wasn't happy. But then he scored, got 3 bonus out of nowhere. It was a great finish. And of course, Antonio has some pretty good fixtures coming up as well. Brentford, Everton, Tottenham, Villa. They get a little bit worse after that, being Liverpool, Wolves, City. But Antonio, I'd probably say, is the best striker for this price. He's probably going to go up to 8 mil. He's owned by 41% of players. And of course, he's already got 47 points so far this season. So I think Antonio is definitely a player that you should probably be bringing in. There's not really any other strikers around that price range that are just returning as much as he is. Like, Jimenez is still yet to return. Of course, they play today. Hopefully he returns because he's in my team. I've had an awful game week so far, by the way. I think I'm on like 36 points. I do still have like 4 players left, and also Sissoko's coming off the bench, but that's only 2 points. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens with today's fixtures and then Brighton tomorrow. We also have Alonso. Nearly 100,000 people bringing in Alonso. Obviously only got 1 point yesterday. The City game was a tough one, but of course, as we all know, the Chelsea fixtures just go ridiculously good. Southampton, Brentford, Norwich, Newcastle, Burnley, Leicester, and even Man United at home. I don't even know why that's a red fixture from the display that United had yesterday against Villa. Like, that should be green at the moment. That was just such a bad display. So annoyed that I captained Ronaldo, but pretty much everyone else did as well, so it's not as bad, but still wish I went with Salah. But yeah, I understand why a lot of people are bringing Alonso in. Seems to be nailed. He's just starting every single game. But yeah, he did pick up a yellow card yesterday, only getting him the 1 point. Rudiger, also another player that a lot of people are bringing him in. Again, got the same as Alonso yesterday, 1 point, also got a yellow card. Same fixtures, obviously. In a perfect world, I would love to bring in Lukaku, Rudiger, and Alonso this week, but there's no way I'm taking a -8. Plus, I still need to get Torres on my team. I'm probably going to bring in Rafinha. I would have done that for this week, but unfortunately, I didn't know if he was going to be injured or not. But yeah, Rafinha looks to be okay. He's not playing the full 90, so I think they are just managing his minutes a little bit, but he is still scoring every game week. So yeah, Rafinha, a very, very good option. And of course, Lukaku. If you don't really know who to captain this week, because obviously City play Liverpool, so all of those kind of assets are kind of out the question. Everton obviously host Man United, so you could go with Ronaldo, but if you do bring in Lukaku this week, he's at home to Southampton, and they do need to bounce back after that 1-0 loss against City. So yeah, I think Lukaku is a fantastic captain choice this week, and a lot of people are going to be bringing him, and he's already had a price rise as well. So yeah, they are the top 5 most transferred in players this week. As you can see, 3 of them are Chelsea players, which again is not a surprise because their fixture run is so good, and they seem to be the players getting the most points as well at the moment. Unfortunately, James would have been someone I would have brought in, but he did also go off injured yesterday, so that is probably why I won't be sticking around James any longer. That is the top 5 most transferred in this game week. Let's move over to the top 5 most transferred out this week. So, coming in at number 1 with nearly 200,000 people taking him out, Luke Shaw. I mean, if you're a Luke Shaw owner, you got really, really unlucky. He picked up a yellow card and then he went off injured, so I think he got 0 points, which is really, really unfortunate. A lot of people held him for the Aston Villa game as well, because Villa at home, with how poor Villa have been, you were like, oh yeah, that's fine. That'll hopefully be a clean sheet. Might even get a return as well from an assist or even a goal. Didn't happen. Got 0 points. So obviously he's injured, so a lot of people are taking him out for that anyway, but also his fixtures just are really bad. Everton, Leicester, Liverpool, Tottenham, Man City, Watford, and then Chelsea, and then Arsenal. Of course, they do change around after that, and it's probably the best fixture run I've ever seen in my life, so a lot of people will be tripling up on United players then. But as of right now, Luke Shaw has got to go. Like, he's just injured. He's got such a bad run of fixtures. I mean, I always would wait until obviously you've had all the games, because there might be another injury today that you need, but Luke Shaw is definitely someone that I would just get rid of anyway, because there's no way you're going to be playing him. Plus, he might not even be available to play. Torres still getting sold by everyone. Again, didn't even get a minute yesterday. I need to get rid of him now. I was kind of hoping to maybe keep him for Chelsea, Liverpool, and then he obviously has Burnley, Brighton, and Crystal Palace, but I just can't keep him anymore. He's just not even getting on the pitch. So yeah, he's got to go, unfortunately. I think if you had the money, you could probably upgrade to Grealish, because Grealish is starting every single game. And he's actually like creating a lot of chances as well. So if you have a little bit of extra money, then I would go with Grealish. But yeah, Torres just got to go. And a lot of people transferring out Bruno Fernandes as well. I mean, I don't think his penalty kick has actually come out of the Earth's atmosphere yet and come back down to the ground. But yeah, the penalty in the 90th minute yesterday was awful. But also, we now know who is on penalties. And I think Solskjaer also came out after the game and said that he'll be ready to take the next one as well. So Ronaldo is not even on pens. So if you even wanted more of a reason now to get rid of Ronaldo for Lukaku, yeah, you're basically spending 12.5 mil on a player that's not even on pens. So yeah, obviously a terrible fixture run as well. A lot of people are jumping off Bruno. I mean, a lot of people are just jumping off United players anyway, just because of what happened. So, yeah, I'm not surprised. Again, he could have scored that. I don't know why Ronaldo didn't take it, but it does look like Bruno is on penalties. But yeah, he has such a bad run of fixtures, and United just don't look very good at the moment. I mean, they have to be beating teams like Aston Villa at home if they want any kind of chance of winning the league. Bamford, another player getting completely sold, over 60,000 people selling him. I mean, we don't know when he is back. He's got an ankle injury, has a really good run of fixtures, obviously Watford, Southampton, Wolves, and then Norwich, but I mean, he's just not available. Like, we don't know when he's going to be back. Hopefully soon, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. And then finishing things off, Ronaldo, also another player that a lot of people are transferring out. So we have 3 Chelsea players coming in and then 3 United players going out. So again, like I just said, he's not on pens, has a really bad fixture, and I don't even think he had a shot on target yesterday. I think he had like 1 shot. So yeah, it was an awful captain choice. But I mean, just looking at the stats, you thought United were just going to win like 3-0, like they were just going to smash them. But it's the Premier League, anything can happen. So yeah, Ronaldo, another player that a lot of people are just transferring out, and for good reason too. He's not on pens, and he doesn't even look like he's pens even after Bruno just skyrocketed the last penalty. But yeah, they are the most transferred in and most transferred out players for game week 7. Of course, that might change a little bit more because we still have a few more games left. We still have Wolves and Southampton today. We also have the London Derby. Obviously, we have Arsenal taking on Tottenham, and then tomorrow we have Crystal Palace playing Brighton. Obviously, I'm going to be doing my game week 7 wildcard draft video tomorrow because a lot of people are hitting wildcard tomorrow because of obviously the change on Chelsea fixtures and the United fixtures and everything like that. So I'll be doing a big wildcard video tomorrow, probably do like 3 drafts in that. So yeah, look forward to that. But that is going to be everything for today's knee-jerk reaction video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, drop a like down below, leave a comment. Who do you think you're going to transfer in and out this week, or are you playing your wildcard? Subscribe if you're brand new. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your Sunday, and until next time, peace.